What the fuck?
I'm having a bad day. It's about time that I get my way. Steamrolling whatever I see. Despicable me. I'm having a bad day. If you take it personal.
Hello, my fellow YouTubers and subscribers, and welcome to my latest rant on Despicable Me 4. Four. They've made 4 of these things. Holy shit. It may surprise you to know that I am back. Woo! Yeah, so I recently posted a live stream explaining that I have returned to this channel. I did initially quit this channel last year due to my life being somewhat busy and overwhelming. And this year has been no exception. I've had a really difficult personal circumstance this year. Kind of getting through it now, so I'm in a position where I feel, actually, you know what? I may have made a mistake quitting this. I might be able to come back and do this. So here I am. If you want to know more details about my personal situation, then you can watch the live stream because I go into it there. So, Despicable Me 4. So, before I begin, I'd like to give a shout out to Nick Payne, who is a good friend and subscriber of mine. We saw the film together, and I'd love you to check out his channel. I don't know if he's actually posted a review of it yet, but I'm sure he will. The plot of Despicable Me 4 is as follows. Gru, Lucy, Margot, Edith, and Agnes welcome a new member to the family, Gru Jr. How original. Who is intent on tormenting his dad. Gru faces a new nemesis in Maxime Lemal, or Will Ferrell, and his girlfriend Valentina, and the family is forced to go on the run. You know what? Never in my life have I read an IMDb description and thought, that is an overstretch of what this movie is. That description there is way too broad for what this movie is. Despicable Me 4. This is nothing. I get it. I am not the target audience for this movie. This is made for little kids who don't give a shit about character or plot or whatever, who just want to see the little yellow dudes running around going, banana, banana, banana. But I have to be honest and say that if you want to judge this as a film, which I am, there's a lot of problems here. Not that the previous movies were ever anything to write home about, but at least they were consistent. Well, at the very least, the first movie it's the only good one as far as I'm concerned. The first one, it's about a villain who has to reform and become a father. And he reforms his attitude through the 3 girls that he adopts. It's simple, but it works. There's a story, and there's beats from beginning, middle to end. It's a coherent story. You can follow it. It's not a selection of bits. 2 was okay. It was just kind of more fun than the first one in terms of it wasn't trying to be anything even better or worse. It was just a fun film. Then the 3rd was pretty bad. It introduced his twin brother and random plots that don't really go anywhere. And unfortunately, this is no exception. Illumination, for me, are one of the weakest animation studios out there. They just put no effort into their stories or their characters. I mean, all of their films that I've seen up to this point either range from mediocre to terrible, with the exception of the first Despicable Me, which I think is actually decent. This movie is easily one of the worst of this franchise. It's not quite as annoying as the first Minions movie. It's probably a bit better than that. But it's so empty, it's so hollow, and it just panders to its audience. Why do these films not think that kids are smart? I don't get it. We've just had Inside Out 2, in which it tells a very complex and emotional story, which all families can enjoy. Kids might not understand every single aspect of it until they're older, but still, there's a message there, and there's a long-lasting message which will, well, last. Nothing about this movie is special. It's really crap. The film feels like 6 or 7 different scripts. There are so many subplots that just are thrown in for the sake of it. They don't go anywhere. I really just don't understand this story. It's pointless. It's meandering. It's boring. It amounts to nothing. I'm struggling to find words to talk about it. So essentially there is this stupid conflict with Gru and his nemesis, which comes out of nowhere. And then his nemesis comes back to hunt him down like a little cockroach. And the family have to evacuate. And they spend most of the movie in this kind of paradise utopia town, this kind of perfect town where they have to go under different names, and it's just more of the same humor. And they've made the character of Gru completely a joke now. He doesn't have any personality. He's just this stay-at-home dad, and he's just he's cracking these awful jokes, and they've made him too soft in a way. They've made him really soft. We see this subplot of him and Lucy trying to integrate with the neighbors by going to a tennis game for some reason, which has nothing to do with anything. Lucy becomes a hairdresser, and then the customer that she wronged chases her down the shop with a trolley for no reason. It does not go anywhere. We never see this customer again. She's just in there for just no reason. And then the minions. Oh, God. I mean, the minions, okay, they're fine. You know, they'll please the kids that this film is made for. I get that. That's fine. But it feels like they were trying to forcefully integrate them into this movie by saying, oh, we're going to make you super strong so you can help take down the villain. And they don't even do that. They become the mega minions. They go through this experiment in which they become bigger and have superpowers. It's just so random. It's so cringy when you just see them going around and trying to save people and then wronging the citizens, and then there's the angry mob chasing them. It's it's not funny anymore. These guys need to stop. I get it. They are the face of Illumination. You know, they keep Illumination in pocket, let's be honest. But it just doesn't feel like I need to care about these little yellow dudes. Why are they in this film? Why are they... Just get back to Gru. But even then, the Gru stuff isn't that good for this film. I mean, the voice cast try. Steve Carrell is clearly having fun as Gru. He's getting his paycheck. Good for him. Kristen Wiig, much the same as Lucy. God, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell does a French accent for this movie. It's, I wouldn't say it's entirely convincing, but it's not the worst thing about the film. Steve Coogan is also the boss once again. Fine. The only good things about this film are the animation and the actors. The actors do a decent job, but the script is completely nothing. The baby, the whole thing with the baby getting captured at the end reminded me of The Incredibles with Jack Jack. And they even make the baby look like Jack Jack, so I rest my case. And they end the film with this cheesy song in the prison. I'm a loss for words. I can't really begin to tell you how incoherent this script is. It's a selection of random scenes that have nothing to do with each other, nothing interlinks. There's no beginning, middle, and end to this story. This is not a story. This is a cartoon. This is something that you'd see on a Saturday morning. This is like loads of 20-minute short movies or short episodes of a cartoon series. That's, I think, what Despicable Me needs to be. It needs to be a cartoon series, and it needs to just go out of the cinemas. On the flip side, it's arguable that maybe this film is keeping cinemas open in terms of the financial gain, so I'm grateful for that, if nothing else. Oh, and the character of Poppy, how could I forget? Poppy, this young girl who is the neighbour's daughter, who appears to be very sinister, and then asks Gru for help to go on a heist to get this honey badger. Why? It's never explained. Why? I bet she wants to use it as like a credit for her CV or something. Like, it's so pointless. It's so random. I gave up with the film halfway through. I was like, this is so boring. What is actually going on? Nothing is happening. It's a mess from start to finish. I mean, it's harmless. It's not going to offend or upset anybody, but as a film, it's rubbish. It doesn't have any skill involved. They've literally thought, oh, we need to make another one of these to earn some more buck. Let's slap it out in the cinemas. Why not? It's literally the filmmakers have got no ideas anymore. There's no ideas left, and it's run its course, but it doesn't matter what I say. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because they're going to release more of these things. Of course they are. It's Hollywood. So I don't know what else to say other than, yeah, I like the animation. It's good, and I like the actors. They do a good job, but other than that, there is nothing to enjoy in this movie. It is really hollow. It's really shallow. It'll please its target audience, but if you want to go in looking for a deep, enriching film experience, you're not going to get that. At best, you'll get a fun time, but nothing makes any sense, so don't go in looking for a story. So I'm going to give Despicable Me for a 2 out of 10.
I'm having a bad day. It's about time that I get my way. Steamrolling whatever I see. Despicable Me. I'm having a bad day. If you take it personal, that's okay.
Yeah, I realise I'm not the target audience for it, but, you know, someone had to go and see it, didn't they? So that's my review of this movie. What do you think of it? Please comment down below, let me know. And it's good to be back. So stay tuned for more reviews to come in the future. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time, see ya. Bye for now.